Hello students, today we'll solve the third problem in our admission chapter. So open your textbooks to page 162. This is the problem. Vasu and Viraj share profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2. So 3:2 is their old profit sharing ratio. Their balance sheet as on 31st March 2019 is given as under. Now they admit Hari into the partnership firm. In this sum, we have to prepare profit and loss adjustment account, capital account of partners, and balance sheet of the new firm. Now first we start with posting of the balances from the balance sheet. But before posting balances, let's see the adjustment. Now the first adjustment, he shall have to bring in 60,000 as his capital for 1/4 share in future profit. The new partner is going to get 1/4 share in future profit. He has to bring in 60,000 as his capital. This 60,000 as his capital will be recorded on the debit side of cash or bank account and on the credit side of that new partner's capital account. The second adjustment, value of goodwill is to be fixed at the average profit of the last 3 years. The 3 years profits are given. Students, I think there's a printing mistake here in years. So just ignore the years and consider the profit amounts given. Hari is unable to bring the value of goodwill in cash. It is decided to raise the goodwill in the books of account. So here, the new partner is not bringing the value of goodwill in cash. So the partners decide to raise the amount of goodwill in the books of accounts. Now students, if you remember, we have discussed two methods, that is premium method and valuation method. In premium method, this was case 1 when goodwill was brought in cash. Case 2 when goodwill was brought in cash and withdrawn by the old partners. When the new partner brings his share of goodwill in cash and it is paid to the old partners privately. Under valuation method, when goodwill is raised in the books of the firm, this is the case 1. When goodwill is raised and written off, case 2. And when goodwill already appears in the books, case 3. Now in this sum which we are solving, it says goodwill is raised. So this is case 1 under valuation method. Now in this sum, the value of goodwill is not given. So we have to calculate the value of goodwill. And here they have asked us to calculate the goodwill value as average profit of the last 3 years. So let's calculate the value of goodwill. Here they have said the value of goodwill is equal to the average profit of last 3 years. So the average of the profits for last 3 years is 67,500. That means the value of the goodwill will be 67,500. Now goodwill is raised, so it will be credited to old partners in old ratio. What is the old ratio of Vasu and Viraj? 3:2. So Vasu's share in goodwill will be 67,500 multiplied by 3 upon 5, that is 40,500, and Viraj's share in goodwill is 67,500 multiplied by 2 upon 5, that is 27,000. And the entry for this will be goodwill account debit 67,500 to Vasu's capital account 40,500 to Viraj's capital account 27,000. Here, this goodwill value of 67,500 will appear on the asset side of new balance sheet. Now look at the third adjustment, reserve for doubtful debts to be created at 1,500. So this is an adjustment on debtors. Closing stock is valued at rupees 22,500. So this is an adjustment on closing stock, and plant and building to be depreciated. Now let's solve the sum by preparing profit and loss adjustment account, partners capital account, and balance sheet. This is revaluation account, that is your profit and loss adjustment account, partners capital account, and new balance sheet. Let's begin by posting the balances from the balance sheet. Sundry creditors, rupees 45,000. This will be written on the liability side of new balance sheet. Then we have general reserve, rupees 30,000. This general reserve has to be distributed among the old partners as it is the old accumulated profit from the previous years. So we divide this 30,000 among Viraj and Vasu in old ratio. 30,000 into 3 upon 5 is 18,000 for Vasu, and 30,000 into 2 upon 5 is 12,000 for Viraj. We write this on the credit side of partners capital account. Then we have the opening capital balances of Vasu and Viraj, which we'll write on the credit side of partners capital account. Now we move on to the asset side in the old balance sheet. Cash at bank, rupees 750. Here we'll be preparing a working note for cash at bank. We'll be writing this balance here. After doing all the cash adjustment, we'll close this account and then transfer the closing balance to the asset side of balance sheet. Then we have sundry debtors 66,750, which we'll write on the asset side of new balance sheet in the inner column as there is an adjustment. Stock rupees 25,500 again in the inner column. Investment rupees 36,000. Plant rupees 90,000 in the inner column. Building rupees 36,000 in the inner column as there is adjustment. Now let's move on to the adjustment. The first adjustment we have discussed. The new partner has brought in cash as capital, rupees 60,000. So we write this 60,000 on the debit side of cash at bank account in the working note and on the credit side of partners capital account in Hari's amount column. The second adjustment as discussed, we write it on the asset side of balance sheet. Goodwill rupees 67,500 and then post it on the credit side of old partners capital account. Then the third adjustment, reserve for doubtful debts is to be created at rupees 1,500. Now we deduct this RDD from debtors on the asset side of balance sheet. And since this is decrease in the value of asset, we have to record this decrease of 1,500 on the debit side of revaluation account. Then the fourth adjustment, closing stock is valued at rupees 22,500. Now if we look at the value of stock given in our books, it is 25,500 and now we have to revalue this to 22,500. That means there is a decrease in the value of this stock by rupees 3,000. We deduct it from stock on the asset side of balance sheet and write 22,500 in the outer column, that is the revalued amount of stock. And since it is decrease in the value of our asset, we write it on the debit side of revaluation account to stock account 3,000. The next adjustment, plant to be depreciated by 5%. We deduct 5% depreciation from plant, that is 5% of 90,000 is 4,500. So the amount in the outer column will be 85,500. Again, this is decrease in the value of your asset. So this decrease of 4,500 will be recorded on the debit side of revaluation account to plant account 4,500. Then there's depreciation on building at the rate of 5%. So we calculate 5% depreciation on building. 5% on 36,000 is 1,800. After deducting, the amount in the outer column is 34,200. Again, there's a decrease of 1,800 in the value of our asset. So this decrease will again be recorded on the debit side of revaluation account to building 1,800. Now here students, you will see that for each adjustment, we have given two effects. That is one debit effect and one credit effect. For example, let's cross check it. The depreciation on building, what we have calculated 1,800. We have deducted it from the building on the asset side. So this is your credit effect. and we have written on the debit side of revaluation account to building 1800. This is your debit effect. So accordingly, for each and every adjustment, you can cross-check whether you have given one debit effect and one credit effect. We have finished all the adjustment. Let's start with the closing entries. First, we'll close the cash at bank account, which we have prepared in the working note. Take the total and then the balancing figure. You'll get 60,750. This is the closing balance of your cash at bank. We write this closing balance of cash at bank on the asset side of new balance sheet, 60,750. Now we proceed to close the revaluation account. Take the total of your revaluation account. That comes to 10,800. There's nothing on the credit side of your revaluation account. So this entire 10,800 is your loss on revaluation. Now this loss on revaluation has to be distributed among the old partners. So we divide this loss among the old partners in their old ratio, that is 3:2. So Vasu's share in the loss will be 10,500 into 3/5, that is 6,480. Viraj's share 10,500 into 2/5, that is 4,320. Now this loss has to be transferred to partner's capital account on the debit side. So on the debit side, we write to revaluation account and then the amount in Vasu's and Viraj's column respectively. Then we move on to close the partner's capital account. Take the total of partner's capital account and then calculate the closing capital balance of each partner. Vasu's rupees 1,60,020, Viraj's rupees 1,06,680 and Hari rupees 60,000. We transfer this closing capital balances the liability side of new balance sheet. Then we take the total of the capital balances, that comes to 3,26,700. Now take the total of your liability side and asset side of your balance sheet. Your balance sheet stands tallied. I'm sure you have understood this. Thank you.